So, hey, real quick, I got a question and I want to see who is going through the same thing. I saw this quote online today that fits me perfectly. It said, "You may think you're an introvert because you like being alone, but in reality, you just love being at peace. And you're actually extroverted around people who bring you peace." Now, listen, this has been my theme probably for the past few months. I am one of those people, and I always use the excuse I'm shy. And yeah, sort of by nature, I was shy. But people that know me just look at me like, girl, bye. It's the same way of like if I say I'm quiet, they're looking at me like, girl, tell that to somebody that don't know you. But the truth is, there's a lot of people in different environments that would validate that. They would say, I'm the person that doesn't really talk, or they know me to be the person that's present but it's not as talkative as other people. And it wasn't, and I'm not ashamed to say, it wasn't until recently I really realized that that is not necessarily true. And I did a couple of experiments, one even this weekend. Listen, so I was at this place, um, awesome time, loved it. And there were a room full of people that looked like me. And these were those ladies that were like I say they bring that Zaza, they come in, they got the fit, they got the hair, they got the nails, the makeup, but more importantly than that, they got the big personalities. Like they are the people that light up the room. And that's when it hit me because I had the best time there. I didn't know anybody but like a few people there. I knew that going. But I, as usual, chose to sit in the front of the room. I picked out a table where there were people already there. I was a VIP guest. And I made sure that I sat at that table. I had the best conversations all night with everybody. And to really prove this point, it was like two or three tables around me where they were all family. So they all knew each other and they all had that Zaza energy, and I fit in perfectly. So it just made the perfect confirmation of what this person said. You may think you're extrovert because you like being alone. I do like being alone, not all the time. But in reality, you just love being at peace. And you're actually extroverted around people who bring you peace. These people brought me peace. It was chill vibes. It was cool vibes. There was a DJ, great food, great conversations. And we ended the night, a lot of us talking about collaborations, taking pictures. We were having a bomb time. So, how do you explain in that environment and other environments where I don't really know a whole bunch of people that I'm perfectly comfortable? Even drinking and dancing a little bit, which, if you really knew me conservatively, if there's music going on, I really don't do that. But I said, no, I feel comfortable here. And I know other places and things I'm attending where I'm one of the lead people. But if we be honest, I also know there's some funky energy with a few key players. I just don't like them like that? So that's the question I want to pose today. And feel free to comment. Let me know your thoughts. Are you really shy? Or have you just been in a lot of places where you're around people with energies and things like that who don't bring you peace? And here's a little tip. In this study that I've been doing of myself for probably the past few months where things are being confirmed, I thought back in my childhood. For those of you that don't know, I'm a child abuse survivor, but one of the things I remembered was I could look at a person, I would meet a person. I wouldn't say it out loud, but in my spirit, I would go, I don't like them. And I've done that from an early age. And it wasn't personal, it was just my spirit. Pay attention, since it was something about this person that I don't like. Other people call it stranger danger or whatever. But what I didn't have is someone really to nurture me to say what that meant. And it wasn't a weird quirk. It was actually a gift. Some would call it discernment, but it was the fact that my spirit read yours. And it was something about you that just wasn't right. It didn't matter how charismatic you appeared or how much you smiled or how nice you might be. My spirit picked up. There was something about you that most people weren't seeing. And whatever it was, I didn't trust. And what I would learn as a child is as time went on and I was around that person more, I got to actually know that person, it became very clear why I didn't like them. I never shared that with other people, but I knew why I didn't like them. I finally knew what my spirit picked up on. So fast forward now, how many decades later? I realize it's the same thing. And that's what I want to end with. A lot of times, especially people like that, especially if they're negative, it's one thing to say, yeah, it's something about you off. I just don't care for you. But what I have found in adulthood is what I call adult bullies. It's like they know how to pick that person who's quiet, who minds their own business, that is in peace, who don't bring no heat to nobody. And you have a couple people who are the type, and they'll use words such like, this is who I am. I just speak my mind. No, there's a difference between being bold, speaking your mind, and being a bitch. That's a whole nother thing. It's not just you speaking your mind. Because what I find with these people, you don't do that with everybody. You choose who you want to pick on and be disrespectful, and you choose who you want to treat nicely. So apparently, that's not just who you are, because you know how to speak a certain way around certain folks, and you know how not to speak a certain way around other people. Okay, you know how to let this side show and not let this side show. And the point of the matter is this: some people are just adult bullies, and the people that they love are the quiet people who mind their own business. You bring a negative energy, those type people, and they find these are the people who are not bothering anyone to pick on. They like the shy types, they like the quiet types. But here's the kicker: I won't go into this one. One thing I know, as nice as I am, and as nice as people like me are who appear to be quiet, mind their own business, don't bring no smoke, baby, keep pushing us. Keep pushing us with your little negativity and your BS. Keep pushing us, because the same way we're that nice, it's the same way we can be that crazy and evil. And for me right now, that's my notice to everybody. You can get the smoke. So if you think because you can, one of my favorite mantras I use all the time is, just because you can do something, don't mean you should. So if you're enjoying doing everything I've allowed you to do now, I take responsibility. I've allowed you in my, you know, peaceful Zen state, being quiet, staying to myself. I've allowed you to continue to do this. But unofficial notice, that day is over. So as nice as I can be, it's as crazy as I can be. And I would encourage you, in case you're one of those people that happen to crop across the video, you'll know who you are. I would just go ahead, do a cease and desist of your activity, because if I see you again, it's on site. I'm just saying, those games that you've been able to do, you're not gonna get away with no more. So if you don't want to embarrass yourself, because you ain't gonna embarrass me, I'm too smart for that. If you don't want to embarrass yourself, you might want to cut it off. But yes, that's my positivity moment of the day, if you want to call it that. Maybe you're not shy or introvert. Maybe you just like peace. And maybe the problem you have, where we see you over here and you so extroverted, you the life of the party, but all of a sudden when you're around here, you quiet and you don't say nothing and you're like a dead fish, it's because these people don't bring you peace. So one of the choices I made is, honey, I just go where I'm celebrated, not where I'm tolerated. But just in case it's one of those professional environments where I have to be there, okay, I'll be on business. I'll be there on business, but all the personal stuff and the after hours and, hey, we're gonna go chill, negative. Because I don't like to go to jail. I'm just saying, I ain't never been to jail. I want to stay out of jail. And some people, your energy in this next season, I would go to jail if I'm around you too much. So we're going to avoid that. But that's all right. That's my moment. I want to hear my feedback from you. Tell me if you're one of these people where this is an aha moment for you, or is it that you're really shy, or are you constantly around those people that don't bring you peace? And then we can have a part two about what to do about that. All right. It's your girl, the Joy Guru. Bye bye for now.